Hello and welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have a turn 1 Goblin Lackey, which is what you'd expect from Mark the Goblin King. Pile on Blue-Red Delver. Will he have an answer for it? Got a Ragavan, which could potentially block. Missions Expert would be happy to clear the way. But no, it's going to be a trade Goblin Lackey. Trading with the other dangerous 1-drop here. Shodden Port. Tapping down that mountain. While still able to make something happen with just a single mana. So much of the curve in this deck is loaded into that one mana value, I guess. Beginning of the curve features Ragavan, Delver of Secrets, Dragon's Rage Channeler, all your cantrips, removal. It is a very, very low mana curve. Ponder triggers Surveil on Dragon Rage Channeler, which is really the bigger threat, according to many of the pilots that I've talked to. Just the raw power of Ponder, where you get to Surveil first, out of there. The worst card out of the top, off the top, and just build toward Delirium while also fueling your Dragon Rage or your Murktide Regent. That's incredibly powerful, and Delver of Secrets setting a serious clock. Doesn't get that must attack clause until it gets Delirium. Back the 1/1. Expressive Iteration. How's that Wasteland? And this is just brutal. 0 lands here for Mark. It's usually the other way around for Goblins, and just scooping it up. Not a whole lot you can do there with just a 1/1 on board. Goblins really better equipped to go after people's mana bases. Blue-Red Delver, but Delver had so much digging, it was find those wastelands and put them to great use. Or Shodden Port, the other part of the equation for Goblins, able to tap down basic lands. And I'll say, getting Murktide Regent to resolve versus Goblins, not the easiest thing when they use their wastelands aggressively. After your volcanic islands, a lot of the time you're going to need to sit back on your fetch lands, kind of get a full turn uninterrupted. And it's not the most mana efficient thing, but if you can afford to keep a fetch land on board for a full turn, next turn you can sacrifice it and actually have access to double blue. Otherwise, if you're fetching up, say, a basic island, you may find it tapped down for the rest of the game thanks to Rishadan Port. Playmat there that Mark is playing on. Championship map for our Pauper Open. Followed this Saturday. We nice little turnout for Pauper. We'll have another one of those events coming up August 15th, I believe it is. 14th. Pauper event and an old school. Same time. Great turnout for Paupers. So expected to be 40-person, like 2 40-person events or any. Old school. A handful of players as well. So we'll have some fun. A couple of the more laid-back formats on August 14th. August 15th, we've got the Unified Legacy. Every Saturday, we're doing something awesome here at the shop. One Sunday a month, currently. Try and get those team events back up and roll. Last one, a smashing success. Thank you to everyone that came out to that. 69 players. Just incredible turnout for our Team Trio Open. Remember, some type of threat here early. Damage through. Delver on back heel. Aether Vial, an excellent card for that. Forcing pitching a Murktide Regent. Very high value blue card there. Goes into exile, and Dragon Rage Channeler up off of a basic mountain. Hurt. The basic mountain does not need to be ported or anyway messed with in terms of Murktide region. Double blue is very often the part of this matchup. Cavern of Souls allows for a Alec Mom. This could be a huge problem for all these low toughness creatures. Dragon Rage, just a 1/1 right now. Ragavan, Delver of Secrets starts out as a 1/1. This is going to need dangerous to be left alive. Lightning Bolt. Oh, and the trigger. Surveil puts a Ponder into the bin. Very efficient with the library there. Dragon's Rage Channeler, now a 3/3. Sling Gang Lieutenant. Goes up. Then recruited. Turn that can come down uncounterably. Aggressive Iteration. Finds another Dragon Rage. Drop to go 3/3 down the fort right now. Aether Vial. That eats a Force of Will. At this stage of the game is an interesting choice. I mean, you've got Cavern of Souls that'll potentially make all of the other goblins uncounterable. Not going to be a lot of cards that can really be hit with the Force of Will, but then you have Brainstorm, which can potentially shuffle away the Force of Will if it's not a card that you actually want. Murktide Region. Oh, Brainstorm. Murktide would really turn things around. Takes out the Cavern. Turn. Common setup for the blue-red Delver decks. They're not running artifacts or enchantments or tribal planeswalkers, any of that currently. Not difficult to get the mix of those four. Dragon Rage doesn't get the must attack clause until it gets Delirium. Comes a 3, which is nice, prevents your 1/1 from just crashing into literally anything and dying. Pyrokinesis takes out the Dragon Rage. Not the best use, or the most efficient use. You kind of hope to get more value out of a Pyrokinesis than that, but you can't just keep taking 3 a turn indefinitely. Aether Vial and Goblin Matron. Lines here. Have a Goblin Recruiter. Murktide region finally shows up. That double blue, able to cast the huge. I mean, he's got to be like +5. Yeah, got an 8/8 flyer for 2 mana. Wasteland. That's Mark back. Draws his card. Is it a Pyroblast? Really where it needs to be at this point. Lethal, no, so close. Pyrokinesis, just removal, but not removal for such a giant threat as Blue-Red Delver. Best Goblins in 2.